Welcome back to Two Brummies and a Backpack. This is day 2 of our Guernsey trip, but she's presented to pack in our backpack for today's hike. I'm not gonna lie, this is giving off school packed lunch vibes. I think the first port of call, if you pardon the pun, is a place called Vale. And here we are, this is the first of 2 little harbours. Let's go and get ourselves a coffee. Armed with a coffee, coming out of Vale now. And I don't know, what are your thoughts on Vales there?
We're not coming out of Vale though, really. Vale goes all the way round.
Oh, sorry!
It's actually a nice area of Vale round for the coast a bit.
View of the town from the other side. Not long now, get ourselves out of here, back into the peace and quiet. Just come across a monument called Vale Castle. Typical the only day of the week I'm here and it's ground maintenance day. Have a little walk around here. Look at this. It's like basically a gun turret.
Sticks.
Yeah, it does smell a bit, doesn't it? Smells like. It smells a bit like piss, if I'm honest with you. You're gonna go for a wee already? It's Bordeaux Bay, and it's not a very far walk from Vale Castle. Just done a bit of research on this, and it's quite famous for its views over Herman Sark, which you can see right now. Also, apparently, if you want to get up mega early, there's some awesome sunrises around here. Also, quite a spot for photography and bird watchers. Now that sounded professional. Oh, come on, that sounded like a professional travel vlog there. I think I could get the hang of this. You're going to probably carry on walking along here around the coastline. We're on the northeast coast of Guernsey. Do you want to rate the toilets?
Go away.
Well, give them a...
They're very good. They've got timed hand washing in there, so it gives you the soap and then you wash for a certain amount of time and you rinse for a certain amount of time and then you dry.
Sounds very professional. How would you rate them out of 10?
Good 9.
Solid 9. Honestly, Guernsey is just full of surprises. You go around a corner, you've got another picturesque postcard looking. Oh wow, there's some people in the sea there. So there's people swimming in the sea there. What a beautiful little spot. We are still officially in the parish of Vale. I just noticed because there was a signpost there warning you about going out swimming and the tides, but we're just coming off the coastline and coming inland a little bit now. So we've just come across something called Les Deux Dolem, ancient monument. Sarah's craftily brought us here to complex prehistoric passage grave dating back from 3,500 to 2000 BC. Oh my God. It's basically a cave room, I guess. There we go. Secret fairy village. I tell you what, we're ticking them all off today. Right, let's get ourselves to the fairy village. Well, I'm going to stop and have a bit of a drink. Oh, fairy village caught us off mark. We think it's up here. I didn't see a village when we walked past.
No, there's this one. Ah, that's very cute. Cutesy. Here they are. Little fairy. It's only a little bit. There's like little things on the trees.
Oh yeah, little doors. Sorry, babes. Sorry, babes. Seen this? These are shepherd's huts that you can hire out here. Bowset Marina, this is called. Got a bit windy, so I thought I'd get the old mic out. Check this out, you can bring your camper van and stay here. Oh, imagine renting one of those out. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Bloody windy here. 6 miles in on this hike today around the north coast of Guernsey. God only knows exactly where we are on the map. Now you see these numbers here. There's a target range on this fort I think they do some shooting there. There was a sign that said if there was red flags, don't come here, because they do some target practice. Sarah's right in the firing line, if you like. Let's get ourselves up and I'll show you this fort. Fort has stood on this site as early as 1680. Whoa. Aren't your legs killing you?
No, they're not even hurting. I didn't broke a sweat.
Not even halfway?
No.
Not even halfway, my legs are killing me. Look at that for a view. Well, you can see why they built this here, can't you? Because you can see all the way out over across the bay. But look, I think these was where a lot of guns were mounted during the Second World War, when the Germans occupied the island. Look at this quickly, while we're here. Come on, oh, look at that. What a view. So that view goes back over. That sandy beach over there is Herm.
That's Fort Doyle where you just forgot to.
Yeah, Fort Doyle where I forgot to record. God only knows if my legs are going to manage this today. I already feel beaten up. Sarah doesn't feel like she hasn't done anything at all. Go on, babes. Gorgeous. These are good loopholes. And in between the loopholes, there's all these German bunkers that they've built. Fantastic place to come hiking, this is. Look at this though. We've just come from over there. That's where the targets are. Might not be able to see them. This is just the start of the bay. Nice little cafe that is. I think I told you at the start of the video, we're on a budget. 2 brummies on a budget. We've made our own sandwiches, got our own drinks. We're not going to spend a penny today. That'll probably change when we find a chip shop. Just gone for the 20th toilet stop of the walk. There, how are the toilets?
Yeah, they were alright, not as nice as the other ones.
Did they have the same automatic systems?
They did not have the same.
They didn't, so what would you rate them out of 10?
5.
5? So there you go. That's the toilet review. We've just come past a sign that says Pembroke Bay, so I think that's Pembroke Bay and this is Landcrest Bay. This place is called the Beach House. Looking pretty busy. That's the view of the beach from the top end. Plenty more ground to follow on today's hike. I don't know how far we're in. Let me do a quick mileage check. Sarah, how far are we mile-wise? 7.3 miles we are. Guys, I can't explain what this means. It's car sandwich time. So give us a little review of the car sandwich.
Mozzarella melted in the sun.
So it's ham, mozzarella and cucumber torn into a thick ciabatta roll. What are you saying, Sarah? Crisp in the sandwich. Right, so we've just housed our car sandwich and now we're not the halfway point, are we?
Yeah.
Don't say that. My legs are absolutely taters. All it is walking. Well, we've walked 7 to 8 miles in UV high.
Yeah.
But the car sandwich was good, not gonna lie. What bay is this there? Chouet Bay. What beautiful bay this is. Babs is just leaving me for dust now. She's on a what mission? My legs are absolutely killing me. Another toilet stop for Sarah. And that suits me, so I can have a little breather because my legs, both of them, hip flexors are completely kaput. And you know what I'm going to ask, don't you? What out of 10? 8 out of 10. Get the feeling Sarah wants to review every single beach toilet on the island. That one served a solid 8 out of 10. Just come up to this busy little kiosk called Lillet Kiosk. Very nice. So we're just walking past a pub called the Puffin and Oyster. Do drop a comment if you've ever been into that pub. Peninsula Hotel. Again, let me know if you've ever stopped here. Arrived at Roost Tower. Do you want to give us a quick, tell us what Roost Tower is there?
Oh, it's just one of the loophole towers, but there's lots of them all around the island, but I haven't been really looking at those.
How many are there?
15.
I'm not going to tell anything to say, but my right ankle's on the piss. I think that area is called Lelay. Well, that's what the little kiosk was called. Not going to lie, I've been in Pain Cave for about a mile. My ankles now, it's absolutely killing me. But we're coming to a place, I hope you can hear me okay, we're coming to a place called Pork Swath, I think it's called. But me and Sarah, you know, with our true Brummie sense of humour, call it Pork Sword. Look at this. Pork Sword, ladies and gentlemen.
Or Pork Swath, as it's actually called.
Yes, but we call it Pork Swords, don't we? Because we're humorous people. Oh, God.
Now that was a big shape broke.
Out from another toilet episode.
Last kitchen orders 2 PM. An hour on from that.
There.
What?
Well.
Oh yeah, those were really good. Last kitchen orders 2.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, them toilets are banging.
10 out of 10 for the toilets at Pork Sword. 12.6 miles we've hiked so far. Beautiful beach this is. Go past some more toilets. I don't think Sarah's going to review these ones. We're getting a bit slapdash with our travel vlogging now. But this is Grand Rock, I can't, Grand Rock, Grandes Roque.
Potage bon femme.
If we get some chips and a beer, let's see. Oh my God,
Success.
the gods are shining down on us. We have literally done, what, a half marathon? And Sarah's getting stuck into a strong boat. Didn't bother getting a glass. Does that make me a lager lout? Didn't really see the point. But the big hitter is we got some chips coming. Can't believe it. So we got chips, beer, cider, and now this might give us some superpowers to carry on for another how many miles? I don't know. Let's not talk about how far we've got to go, or how far we want to go. But this is going to help. So it is a bit windy, but I'm going to switch the camera off, drink my beer. Cheers. Big shout out to this beach cafe because it's the middle of the afternoon. They're racking up some chips for us. Grand Roquette or Roque Bay. Absolute legends. Not the most comfortable of surroundings in the wind and the blowy sand, but Pommes have arrived after absolutely housing them chips down. A can of San Miguel and a can of Strongbow. We're back, up and running. Cobo Bay, check it out. Cobo Chippy there. It's quite famous, that place is. We've been there before, had some cracking chips. This is the Cobo Bay Hotel. Cracking little venue. They have like bands playing up there in the summer as well. And further on we've got the Rock Mound, which is a nice pub. We've eaten there before and that was really good. I had a club sandwich. So we've both got a second wind after our chips and Strongbow and San Miguel. And you just kind of, we just got this extra superpower. So we're just leaving Cobo Bay behind us now and we're heading around the headland to, I think it's Vaison Bay. I'm not totally sure. You don't know what I have to do to make these videos because she don't stop. So every time I stop, I have to get a bit of a jog on just to catch up with her. We are now entering along Vaison Bay and there's a cracking restaurant here that we've been to a number of times called Krabby Jack's. Again, let me know in the comments if you've been to Krabby Jack's. Vaison Bay. You know what I'm going to ask you?
Wow, those ones are a bit muddy on the floor.
Right.
Smell.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with people stealing toilet rolls?
There's a padlock what? Over
the toilet rolls. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you...
I would say a 6.
A 6? My ankle is absolutely killing. Here she goes. She just does not stop. Come off that main road now. And we're heading down here. Not sure what the road's called. Sometimes I have to zen out. It's what I like to call monk mode, where basically I've got no emotions and I just hike in the zone as hard as I can until I've got to where I need to be. And that's what I had to do there, because I'm digging in, man. It's 17 miles there. Right then, so we've arrived at a welcome to the Millennium Walk. Check it out. A walk around St Xavier's Reservoir. Let's get stuck in. This is a bit of a nice change for the final stretch of our walk. It's a nice spot, this, isn't it? You all right, Babs? Not gonna lie, absolute. I'm done now. Well, we're coming down a road called Rue de Ploria or something. And my legs hurting. So questions that? Okay, she's gone delirious. Joel, we've come out at a fantastic point in the video, just when I was actually about to collapse, enthusiasm gone, and get all emotional because we come to the end, because there's a couple of German sort of bunkery type building things that I can show you along here. So these things are all over Guernsey coastline. I mean, these would all be blocked off if they were in England, but they're kind of left open in most parts in Guernsey, and they were built by the Germans in World War II to protect the island. Basically the whole island was occupied by German soldiers throughout World War II. We really have been going for a long time today. I'm talking 6-7 hours of walking. I've shown you everything. I've left nothing on the table today. I think even Sarah's struggling, you know. She'll pretend not to admit it, but I think she is. My body is at the point of breaking. I feel like at any given moment something's going to go, like a calf muscle or a hamstring or a quad. My knees feel like someone's stuck 2 knives in them. And Leahu Island is there, which you can walk to when the tide is out. Not much life going on at the cafe. Yeah, we missed it, unfortunately.
Backwards.
What was the review on the toilets?
It's good toilets, that was.
Yeah, what would you rate them?
8, I reckon.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
At the toilets here at this cafe at the end of Luray Bay. Sadly come to the end of today's hike. We're both absolutely knackered. So what are the stats on the hike?
We did 20.1 miles.
Right.
7 hours and 8 minutes. That was with stoppages. So our average pace was 21 minutes and 18 seconds. But our average moving pace was 18 minutes and 9 seconds.
How many steps have we done today, sir?
We have done so far 44,150.
44,150.
500 metres of elevation.
500 metres of elevation. That's ridiculous. Hope you've enjoyed today. Do give the video a like. Drop a comment below on anything that you've seen today. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you in the next video for another Guernsey one, but it definitely won't be walking 20 miles. See you next time. See ya.
Bye.